What's up, guys, and welcome back to Mon Bazou. It's been a really long time since we last visited this little French-Canadian town, but we're back today because the game is officially out of early access and has moved into version 1.0. Now, there's not a ton of new stuff, but we're going to be checking out everything that is new in today's episode. So if you're excited for it, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. The first thing that we need to do is hop in the old truck and make our way down to the boat docks. I've been putting off making this video for a long time because I was really hoping that Santa Goat, the developer, was gonna add like a whole bunch of new stuff, but it doesn't seem like he's planning on doing that anytime soon. Honestly, understandable. I mean, what else does the game really need, you know? But let's head on down here. No vehicles. Basically do not drive in the water. And here's our little dinghy. Oh, I don't remember there being a fuel pump here before. That's kind of nice. How are we looking on fuel? Does this thing have a fuel gauge? I don't even remember how any of this works. Okay, we've got plenty of fuel by the looks of things. So let's take a seat here and fire old girl on up. Now, there is a new vessel somewhere. Oh, we gotta throw her in reverse. Uh-oh. I think we're stuck. Pretty sure we're stuck. We are not moving anywhere. Our truck is definitely going places, though. That's good. All right, let's try using the hoist puller here. Attach that there. And maybe we just gotta kind of yank it away from the dock a little bit.
One eternity later.
I'm pushing it out. We'll see if that works. Oh. Oh, you know what? It was the anchor. It was the anchor the whole time. You would think, right? You would think that I would have noticed that, but I didn't. So we're gonna head over here to the dock by our little cottage and see if there's a larger boat over here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so if not there, then what about the dock over by the dealers? At least I think I remember them having a dock. We'll see. Okay, I've got eyes on it. Did we actually just run out of fuel? It's too early. It's too early to have to restart. I guess we can hop out. I don't see a larger boat over here. I'm gonna get a little bit closer and maybe there's like a, I mean, it would be weird if there's like a button to spawn the boat, because that's not very realistic, but I guess you never know. What's this green circle about here? Nope. Okay, this is just the sell point for this area. So we're going to restart and try something different. Since we ran out of fuel last time, I'm going to do the smart thing and bring a jerry can with us this time around. But rather than going out this direction, I think I'm going to double back and head out and underneath the like main bridge leading into town, because allegedly there's a new island like southwest of town, which I believe to be that direction generally. This time though, I'm also going to raise the anchor before we even set off. And look at that. Zero issues pulling away from the dock. But my thought process here is, if there is a new island, maybe on that new island is where we're meant to buy the new boat. Could be. Could be. And then we might want to go out underneath this bridge. We'll see once we get out here a little bit further and around this point. We'll see if we can spot a large landmass off in the distance. I don't know if this is the island, but it definitely appears to be an island, and it's not at all where I thought, because our house is right there. maybe this is the one. I don't see anything on it, and it's not as large of an island as I was hoping for. I mean, is there even anything that we should do here? Is there anything that we need, I guess, is what I'm asking. Let's cut the ignition and head up to the top. We'll see if there's anything going on here. Anything at all. Nothing. It's a deserted island. Well, let's try this again, shall we? I was about to go back out under that bridge and head in the general direction that I believed this large island to be in when I started looking around in the bay here. And what do you know? Oh, okay, the camera is so horrible when trying to turn. There's a big old boat over there. That's gotta be it. It's just gotta be. I'm assuming that, yeah, we're gonna have to pay for this thing. Unfortunately, not free. So we'll weigh anchor here and take our gas can with us. I guess we should probably, you know, like buy the boat first. You must prove that you're a real fisherman. Not only do we have to have X amount of money for it, I'm assuming, they don't even tell us how much it costs just yet. We also need to catch 10 northern pike, 8 brown bullhead, and 5 yellow perch. I don't even have a fishing rod, so let's maybe try to sort that out first. If the new boat is here, odds are maybe the fishing rod is at the gas station. I went back for the truck. That way we wouldn't have to just walk around everywhere. Hey boys, good to see you again. Y'all got fishing rods in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Cool. Yes, yes they do. 89 bucks. We're probably gonna want that bucket too. We'll throw our rod in the bed. Yeah, bucket costs basically 45 bucks. So there we are. All right. I don't know. Do we need bait or anything? Or are we just tossing a hook in there and hoping for the best? Maybe that's all we got. I wonder if we even have to get in the boat to go fishing. Like, why couldn't we just fish right off the dock here? We'll see how this works, I guess. Is it like a cast and reel back in type of situation, or maybe we just let it sit here for a sec? It does seem weird that we don't have to like bait a hook at all. We got our first pike, ladies and gents. And it actually does look like a pike, so that's cool. And we just plop it down in the bucket. All right, only 9 more of those to go, and then 8, was it 8 bullheads and 5 perch? We got our work cut out for us, that's for sure, but hopefully this doesn't take us all day. Trash. We can catch trash. Isn't that great? Isn't that just dandy? Okay, channel cat, which was not one of the fish that we need to catch. So not only can we catch trash, but we can also catch fish that we don't necessarily need to be catching. Oh, this is a hog. Striped bass. Another fish that we don't need to catch, but also, again, does look like a striped bass. I'm gonna just bring this bucket right on over here. Oh, how much space? 3 fish, 20.4 kilograms. It doesn't say anything about, like, how much fish it can hold. I did on the way back into town, I did notice the little shack that we used to, I think, buy potatoes at. We can sell our fish there. So once we get this bucket full, maybe we'll go check that out next and see, you know, how much money we could potentially get for a couple of these. There's another catfish on the smaller side, but we'll take it. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's a good thing we ended on the catfish. We're just gonna have to throw him back. It seems like we can only fit 20 fish in the bucket at a time. So we'll head back down here, grab our rod, and then we'll take that bucket of fish to that little sell point and see how much money we can get for those things. So we caught 6 out of 10 northern pike, but I didn't see any bullhead or perch here. So that leads me to believe that maybe certain species of fish can only be found in like certain bodies of water. You know, obviously this one probably isn't the one for bullhead or perch. So we'll go try somewhere else. I'm gonna pop into the snack shack here real quick. Oh, that's right. Dude, I forgot about that car. Cut the ignition here real quick, and we need one of these cans of maple syrup. Drink that sucker all gone. And we'll head on inside for some delicious $5 poutine. I mean, honestly, you just can't beat it. Well, you could, but that would be weird. Oh yeah, there's also a bar now, but I don't know if it's open. Dude, it's been so long since we last played, I don't remember if we ever checked this out. They're not currently open. They only open at the wee hours of the night. But they have maple wine in there, I guess, and slot machine. I do love a good slot machine, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, dude. I really shouldn't. We don't know how much the boat costs. I don't want to lose all of our money. We've got 97 grand. I mean, we're definitely not hurting, but what if the boat costs 100 grand? You know, then we only have to make a little bit of money. And maybe we could make said money by, I don't know, gamba? Maybe? Bring our bucket over there. $694? Holy cow, dude. That is a tremendous, tremendous payday. And I guess it just, like, all the fish just go into the deep freeze there. Pretty cool. We work on the farm. Help yourself. Some things never change. All right. So, since we're pretty close to some water over here, I think I'm just going to pull the truck down by the bridge. And we'll do a little bit of fishing there for a bit. Maybe we'll be able to discover some new species. Oh. If we go down here, I don't know that we can get back up. Incredible. But maybe we don't need to go right down to the water's edge. Maybe we can just fish from here. You don't know until you try. We got another pike. That's good. I think that was number 7. So far, though, it seems like we're gonna get the same type of fish. Never mind! In this area. That could be a fluke, though. Oh. We were casting so easily before. There it is. You gotta be, like, close-ish to the water, but definitely don't have to walk all the way down there and get stuck. And there's a perch! All right, this is a good spot. Okay, well, there is some trash in here still, but it's also a good spot because look how close we are to the fish sell point. Dude, we're gonna be buying a brand spanking new boat in no time. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. We don't need rusty. Why is the no. Put it down, put it down, put it down. Hang on. Put her in reverse. Holy cow. We about lost the truck. That would have not been very good. But we don't need a rusty adjustable spanner. We've got one though now, if we ever did need one. Where did my fishing rod go? Hello? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Back to it. Here's another bucket of 20 fish. They are closed now. So what? We have to bring all these fish back home with us. If they rot, if the fish go bad, I'm gonna be so upset because I'm pretty sure we caught every single species that we needed to catch in order to purchase that new boat. You know what? Just before we head back home and call it a night, I'm gonna go back over to the boat so we can just check on that. Regardless if the fish go bad, you know, we still caught them, so in theory, it should still count. Okay, what's the word? 30 grand. 30 grand for the fishing boat. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, you can sleep on it. It's 100% worth it then. Also, I spotted this sign on the way down to that other dock, and there's another sign right over there. I don't speak French, I can't read French, but I'm assuming this means that there's a boat for sale in this direction. Now we know.
The next morning.
Oh. When you sleep, the game saves now. Leo, good morning, buddy. Ooh, friendship now maxed out with Leo as well. I don't think that really does anything for us, but that's pretty cool. You want a little fish treat too? There you go, buddy. Just finished off the whole rest of that bag. I do also, before we set out again, need a little bit more delicious maple syrup. There we are. Fish, still in the back. Why is the tailgate down, though? It's not. It was an optical illusion. These people don't open until 8 a.m., so we've got just a little time to kill, about 10 minutes. So I'm curious now. I'm gonna go back to the gas station, and I want to see if maybe they have a restock of buckets. Maybe then we'll be able to buy, or I guess have 2 buckets instead of 1, and then we won't have to make so many trips, you know, from the boat dock over to the fish sell point. These guys don't open until 8 a.m. either. I forgot. Okay, I forgot. There we are. You do have a restock on buckets. Thank you so much, boys. And the other one still chock full of fish. Beautiful. All right. Let's go get rid of these things. We made like almost 700 bucks last time. And that was with mostly pike. I think we mostly have the bullnose now. Yeah, $541. So not as good as before, but at least now we have 2 buckets. Let's go buy us a dang boat, huh? A dang yacht, basically. I mean, in comparison to the little skiff that we have now, it's basically a yacht. Here goes 30 grand. There it is. And that was another item off of our to-do list, which I'm sure the only other things that we have left are like pave the road to the house and then another road, which I'm not really interested in doing. Let's get the old boat loaded up. Is there like a spot that we're supposed to put these or something? I'd hate for them to fly out on us. Maybe we'll just leave them right behind the captain's chair. That's probably fine, right? They're not going anywhere. Famous last words. Can't forget our fishing rod, of course. Put that guy right there. All right. So yeah, we can sleep here. Doesn't look like we can really do anything up front. Is there an anchor button or something? Oh, yeah. Okay. So anchor should be up. Does it change that up there? No, but you can hear it. Okay, that's good enough. All right. How much fuel we got? Oh, she is full. Beautiful. You know what? Before we go, I'm going to grab our jerry can since we didn't use it this time around, thankfully. And we'll bring that with us just in case we end up running out. I'm guessing that the tank on this thing is much larger, though. And just like that, we're off. A little slow to get going, but she's gonna get there, don't you worry. All right, now then, Let's finally go try to find this dang island. There's supposed to be something hidden on said island. I don't know anything else about it. I don't even know if there's a dock there. I don't think there are any stores or really anything like that going on, but there is supposedly something hidden on this island. And your boy intends to find it. You bet your sweet bippy. Oh God, are we gonna be able to clear this? Yep, but just barely. That was pretty sketch. We've got a little Crinker 9000 back there too, that's good. Dude, she's smooth. This is nice. Why did I wait so long to check this out? This is really, really nice. So the changelog definitely said that it's a big, oh, and it's gone. Right there out of the corner of your eye, you can kind of see it. Said that it's a big island, which leads me to believe that it would be hard to miss. So, I mean, it's almost gotta be this thing. Now you can't really see it anymore. It looks like a good size island. That might be the spot. It just might be. Are there buildings on it too? There might even be a building. Oh yeah, had to zoom in a bit more so we could see it, but there is definitely what looks like a house of some sort over here. Let's go check that out first. Wait a minute, what? We get around the corner, there's a whole dang neighborhood over here. What is going on? And I did notice there's some like kegs or some barrels inside that garage there. I don't want to get too close to shore because I don't want this thing to get stuck on us. Why is there another dinghy here too? That seems kind of weird. Let's drop anchor, cut the ignition. It definitely, I mean, it's a larger boat, right? So it's going to go through quite a bit more fuel. It's definitely doing that. 100%. I just want to see if this is the same sort of dinghy that we have back on the mainland. Looks identical. Looks completely the same. So what is this? Why would there be a bunch of kegs here? Oh. Well, that's the thing that I was hoping that we would find. I thought it'd be a little bit more hidden than that, but it's a topper. It's a topper for the old pick-em-up truck. It says camper shell. I don't know that I would consider this a camper shell, but if it allows us to sleep in our truck now, once we install it, of course, then I would consider it a camper. Oh, dude, I didn't even see the exhaust down here. Probably wouldn't have been able to bring that back in the dinghy either, so it's a good thing we dropped just an easy 30 grand on a brand spanking new yacht. Place a barrel of syrup here to sell it. So it's just an alternative sell point for maple syrup, I guess. Hopefully, since you have to take a boat all the way out here, you get a little bit more money for the syrup. It seems weird to almost, it's like almost making syrup seem illegal slightly. Because, you know, we gotta bring it to this offshore, you know, island pretty far away from the mainland. Okay, there's nothing up here. I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Just double check the back side of the island too. Nope. This is it. This is it. Well, let's take the boat back and we'll see if we couldn't maybe install that camper topper deal, and maybe, just maybe, we're gonna be able to sleep in the truck. We kind of already knew that we were able to sell packs of oregano to the dealers via a boat, but we didn't have a boat this size before, so that would definitely make it quite a bit easier. But now, as we've just learned, we can basically deliver maple syrup via boat as well, for whatever that's worth. Again, I don't really know, but just the fact that it is available is pretty cool. All right, pulling back into the dock here. Drop anchor, cut the ignition. It's just so crazy to me how we jumped from this tiny little thing to this big old monster. Again, like I said before, basically a dang yacht. But I'm gonna try to toss this up on shore. And we'll, oh no! I have the bed stakes in the truck right meow. And we're probably gonna have to, yeah, we're probably gonna have to pull those off in order to put this thing on. We caught this thing earlier. There was a reason. There was a reason that we caught this earlier, man. The French-Canadian gods had a plan. They knew exactly what we were gonna try to do later. Okay, so we'll toss those over yonder. And pop this sucker on. We're gonna have to screw it in. But we've got to crouch just to get back in here. So let's take this bolt. I wonder if we could still put a bolt in the hole down at the bottom. Nope, just for safekeeping. That'd be too convenient, wouldn't it? It would just be too convenient. 2 more bolts, though. And she'll be secure. I don't think we're gonna be able to sleep in this thing. I really don't. It's not looking like it. What if we close the tailgate? No. So it's not really a camper topper. I would just consider this to be a topper, like a bed cover, basically. It's cool. It definitely looks cool. But it would be a lot cooler if we could, you know, sleep in the thing. At least we have a big old yacht that we can sleep in now. That's nice. All right. On that note, ladies and gents, I do think that's probably where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.